Hi, this is week two about epic as a genre. Um, I'm going to be looking at my notes, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing. Uh, I had a difficult time reading at first. Um, I kind of got the concept of the genre, but the more I read, the more I could see where they're coming from. I could see why he had he did what he did. I did read it twice because I'm just sometimes it just doesn't make sense at first, and so I have to read it multiple times. Plus, I haven't been in school for 30 something years, so this is all new to me. This is a challenge, and that's where we at. Um, when you think of, I thought of epic at first as a genre. I thought of more Marvels movies, something with a climax, bigger than life, that wow factor. Um, I kind of knew it was a little bit on some poetry and some other stuff, but it just that just not what comes to mind when I think of that. Um, it it was a tough read, like I said at first. The more I read and tried to take out just listen to myself read. I actually read it out loud to myself, and that really helped me to understand it. That um, he had to choose. He had to choose for the rise of Rome. He had to choose what he wanted to do. Um, he um, is it Ditto? He loved her. He wanted to be with her, but he chose um, duty. He chose his people instead. He chose to put value, identify, and duty, and for his country, for his world, for other things than his personal um, feelings and stuff into it. Um, he wasn't just looking out for himself, he was looking out for others. And that had to have been a hard concept because I don't know if I could do that. Um, Family is, very, very important to me, but I also believe country and other stuff is too. But that's just from a military background. So, um, reflective of the culture of the times, there, and not just a story to me, it was more, I had to think of what was going on during that time. I, and not think of it as just a story. But it also can reflect to nowadays and things that we do nowadays. A lot of stuff I could understand it. I can figure it out. It made sense. Like the more I really got into the story, how it was relevant to certain things that are happening now, and I can see why he made the choices he made. I can see more. Once I really sat down and kind of dug more into the story. Like I said, I read it twice because there was key things that I just needed to clarify in my brain. Um, the language kind of caught me a little bit. I had to try to really slow down on some of those. Um, he talked about the culture, about things that happened then, and you can kind of portray them as things could happen now. So I can see where it could be relevant to now versus also understand how it was current then. Um, Epic as a genre, like I said in the beginning, it was a challenge, but I think that overall I liked it. But I think I have to be in that mindset to read it at that time or take the time to settle my brain for other things and actually listen to what I'm reading figuring it out as I go. Um, let's see. He did a lot for like he had personal responsibility for his actions. He let's see what I put. Fate. He struggled between his desire and his destiny. That's a challenge. I think from now it could relate to now. Um, there's some things I probably will go back and just read a little bit just to make sure I understood them. Um, but they all had key points. All the sections had key points. It had this is what they thought. This is what they did. Um, there's some things I would struggle with probably now if I had to make those decisions that they made. The fact that they were dead fast in what they believed makes them a strong person at the time. So I liked it. I don't know if it'd be my favorite genre, but I wouldn't mind reading other things in that genre again. Um, this is probably the second time I've read something in this particular genre, only because I'm a librarian, so I read different genres all the time. But I don't read this particular one often. It's been a hot minute, as I say, since I've done that. But it's something I may consider checking out again. So, thank you